What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sin Vergüenza, the podcast. I'm your host, Ale, and I'm joined alongside my co-host,
Mr. Anonymous, y'all.
And today is Wednesday. Not today, but when this episode drops, it's going to be Wednesday the 17th. So, guys, 420 is this weekend. Hit me up with what y'all are doing. Send me funny clips or something. That way we can go ahead and post a little something for the pod since we're extremely 420 friendly here. We're going to go ahead and see what we can get, what kind of deals, what we're going to do. Let's see. Maybe we can play some high games or something because we usually record on Saturdays, guys. So we're going to be recording on 420. So if you guys have something you want us to do for that episode, go ahead, shoot my DMs. I'll answer the Spotify question down below. Let us know what you want to do. I'll go ahead and post a little post on the Instagram as well, so you guys can let us know if you want us to do something special for 420. If you want to hop on with us, shit. But yeah, other than that, get ready. Get your papers, your blunt splitters, your wraps, your weed, your grinders. Make sure you're all set for 420. Do we have any plans for 420 so far? Not really, huh?
Have 5 Jesus once we're high as hell.
We're making seafood boil on Sunday apparently.
We're making a baby.
Okay. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna have, oh my god, this weekend's gonna be fun. We're gonna get high and we're gonna eat seafood boil. Say less. All at the comfort of my own home. That's definitely blessings on blessings. So do you have a 420 story?
I don't know if it was necessarily on 420 though. I'm pretty sure it was because I'm pretty sure it was. Don't quote me though. So my brother and I took a trip down to Arizona to go see my niece for that weekend. And we went to, in Arizona, they have one of the biggest like Air Force bases in the US, and they did a show where they basically took out all of their fighter jets and shit like that, and like you see them do tricks and shit, and it was pretty cool. So at that time we was just barely getting legalized medically, and Arizona I think is still medical, I'm not too sure, but we had a friend, and he was cool as fuck, like don't get me wrong. Oh, we called him O, so you guys get to know him as O as well. But the homie O was like full like not reggae, like Jamaican vibes type of dude. Like he was easiest fucking going person ever, you know? And he got high as fuck. Like he went over there, he was already high, and he had a bunch of edibles like straight from the dispensary. And I don't know if necessarily like if when you go with the medical card, if they gave you some shit that's like more potent, like more.
They do. You're able to get something higher than the 100.
Right? No. But I'm saying like, THC wise, like
yeah, everything is higher.
Oh, okay. Well, he basically brought some like gummies, and he was like, "Hey, you want a gummy?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I grabbed like 2 of them and I ate them, and he was like, "All right, for sure," and like kind of like walked away, and I was like, "Bro, like." Skimpy ass, like only two little gummies like for the whole show, like come on now, you should have gave me like at least a handful, you know. Once he walked away, my brother came over because he was with his baby mama, and then he walked over with me and he was like, "Yo, like did O offer you any like candies?" And I was like, "Yeah, they were pretty bomb." And he's like, "How many did you grab?" And I was like, "Oh, I only grabbed 2." Mind you guys, I was way younger and like not really like smoking as much as I am now. And I was like, "Yeah, I only grabbed 2 of them." He's like, "All right, you should be straight then." And we were just chilling watching the planes, and then like it kind of was weird because he seemed like to disappear, and then like when he would reappear with like his edibles out, and he would be like, "Yo, you want another one?" And I was like, "Sure." At this point I actually knew what they were, so I was like, "Fuck it, like if they haven't hit, you know, I'm gonna grab another 2." So I grabbed another 2 and ate them. By the time the show was ending, like he came back around and he was like, "Here, 2 for dinner." And I was like, all right. So I'm 6 edibles in, and we went over to, I believe, Texas Longhorn, and if you guys haven't ate there, it's so fucking good. But anyways, we went over there. I had a burger, and I'm a eater, you guys. Like, I can fucking eat, and I'll eat fast. That's the only day that everybody at the table beat me to eat, because I took like 2 or 3 bites, and then I started feeling like I was greening out. I went to the bathroom. I was sitting on the toilet, rethinking life. I got back into the car and I didn't throw up, but once I got back into the car, I started getting like anxiety as a motherfucker, and we went to the park just to say bye to my niece before we drove back. And once we were there, I was like so dizzy, so fucked up, like I didn't even want to do shit anymore. And then all of a sudden, like, it calmed down a little bit, and I instantly got the munchies. And like, I think that's the only 420 story, like, where I almost greened out that has hit me that hard.
Greened out?
Almost.
That's what I've never heard that. Greened out?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Really?
Ever in my life.
Yeah, it's basically like once you start like feeling sick, you start throwing up.
Oh, you know what? This was a 420 story too. We were in high school, and me, this one homegirl, our sponsor Lily, and the homegirl's boyfriend, and then I think one more girl. I'm not sure if the other bitch was there or not, but for sure, us for me, Lily, the homegirl and her man. And so basically, we had this plug. Well, I had this plug that would give us 500 milligram Rice Krispie treats. Those bitches were like what's something that's like squarish that okay, let me see your PS4 game. Cause tell me why.
Hold on, you guys. Sorry if you
see.
guys hear stuff in the background.
I want to see something that people can see for themselves. Yep. Okay, so the edible was that big. If you guys have a PS4 game or your siblings or something, my edible was literally like the size of that game, if not a tiny, tiny bit smaller. But that bitch was thick, and it was 500 each. Homemade, bomb as fuck. Like, oh, he had Fruity Pebbles. That was my shit. He had Captain Crunch ones. He had regular flavor Rice Krispies. Sometimes he had gummies, but I'm not a gummy person, so I would mostly get like the cereal treats and stuff. So basically, we were all gonna go to my homegirl's house. Her parents kind of like were the parents that they didn't really give a fuck what we did, so we would all go over there to get fucked up. We were gonna have a sleepover, but the sleepover was only gonna be like the girls, and then the dude was supposed to leave because we were all gonna sleep in my homegirl's room. So we're all like, we don't give a fuck if we get fucked up. Like, we're cool. So we go to the homie's house, pick up his shit, and then like where his house is at, there's a gas station. Like, it was an apartment. So across his apartment, like wall to wall, was a gas station. So the homegirl's car started overheating, and then like we barely made it to his place.
Oh hell no.
And we didn't know what was wrong. Cause like it was like, oh, this was everybody's first experience even fucking dealing with the car. So I had to ask my plug, like, yo, can you come help us and tell us what's wrong? So we're over here. We bought like at least 2 grocery stores worth of edibles, grocery store bags worth of edibles at least. He basically ended up telling us that we overheated. We need to put some water in there, cool it down and stuff, that we were low on water. Tell me why. Oh my God, that shit was. Even I knew this was wrong. So we go into the gas station, get 2 gallons. 2 gallons worth of water. The homegirl's boyfriend grabs the gallons and starts pouring it all over the fucking engine.
Oh
everywhere.
My God.
Did not miss a spot and was pouring it all over. And me in my head, I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to pour it on there. I think that's going to like fry something out. And then I'm like, no, you're supposed to put it in something. Like, the water goes in something. I remember seeing my dad do it before. So I look it up and I'm like, okay, before you pour the other gallon, let's use this and put it like we in where the water tank goes.
Right, where the coolant.
So we put, well, whatever the fuck. So I look it up. I put some in there, and then we kind of just wait for the car to cool down. And then like eventually we do make it home. But we go to tell the homegirl's dad what happened with her car so he could check her shit out. And the homies are like, oh yeah, le puse agua arriba, está bien. And he's like, what the fuck did you just say? And I also missed this part. There was also a guy that was watching us, and when I basically told him I don't think you're supposed to do that, the guy came up to us and he's like, "Hey man, stop. You're going to fuck her shit up. Like don't do that." And so that shit was fucking like, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure that dude was like his the only person that he had was his mom. So like, he didn't really have somebody to teach him that. So it's like A for effort, buddy, but my daddy never taught me that shit either, nor does my mama know shit about it, and I still knew you weren't supposed to do that. Where I got that information from, I don't know, but I still fucking knew you weren't supposed to do that. So I feel like you should have known as well, fool. But shit happens. He tried, It was kind of like do something or don't do nothing type of situation. So take the edibles, go home. No, tell me why we still go get our food before we go to the house too. So shout out to Sunny's. If you guys ever had it, it used to be over there like on Lamb in Washington. Sunny's, we miss you. Come back. Bomb ass fucking food, y'all. And then
I
basically
think this is the
we
second episode we shout out Sunny's.
yeah, well, they won't fucking listen because who knows what happened to those people. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. That was like the rest of the day was pretty cool. We all just got high, sat some tables outside, bonfire, ate chicken wings, and I have videos of that night. We got fucked up. There's a video where I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but I'm like, blah, 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 and then I start laughing. I don't know what the fuck was going on that night, but we were high as shit. And yeah, that was probably like one of my most craziest 420 stories, only because it was just like, damn, fool, like you done. What can happen if you wet the car like that?
Well, I mean,
I like we don't know.
for one, like your electronics can get fried out easily. Two, anything that is moving and it's like super hot, as soon as you pour cold water into it, it can weld itself onto the other metal piece, and you'll just fucking crank that engine until it breaks. So you guys don't pour cold water on your engine, because if it's
Then how do people engine bay clean? I know they have chemicals for it, but
you're
don't you
just
still have
supposed to
to rinse it
yeah,
off?
you just spray it down real quick, especially with the pressure washer that smacks it and like makes everything just
So you
fly.
can wet it, but just not as long as it's not hot
Well,
and
like
not too much.
not too hot, and you can't like necessarily soak it like that.
Just like a quick shh.
Yeah, because you have to make sure like you know where your CPU is, like the
Okay.
computer and shit, and then your battery. You don't want to wet your battery and
Basically,
start
guys,
it.
that's a little chip to your car that lets your car know what the fuck to do. But yeah, that was like that's my 420 story. It's pretty
What
cool.
what would you say that hits you harder? Blunts?
We've talked about this last 420.
Did we?
I did. That was my first episode by myself. Yeah.
Mm. For me, it would be either like
Oh my
what I
gosh.
like
Is
to
that's going to
get.
be our anniversary
Yeah.
pretty soon. Sheesh. I'm a little nervous.
For me, it would be
The
between
week after 420, sorry.
edibles. Like edibles are so easy to get so fucked up on so quick. But my favorite one to be would be either a blunt or a dab. I feel like if you hit a dab, you'll be chilling for a minute.
Um let's shout out the strain that we're smoking on today real quick. All right, guys. So today's strain on this episode is called Sour Banana Sherbet. It's from Green and Gold, and we got this over at Thrive Cannabis Marketplace. Um, over on Cheyenne. If you guys are over here in Vegas, there's one over on Cheyenne. There's one over like by the South Point, and there's one. Um, I low-key hella forgot where the other one is, but yeah, check it out. That shit, I think that shit was good. I liked it.
I do too. We got two strains from them, and both of them are pretty bangers.
Yeah, but that's the one we're smoking on today. So next episode we'll smoke on the other one. So stay tuned for the 420 episode, guys. Pretty exciting. I'll go ahead and check. Keep an eye out for those posts. Let me know what y'all want to do. What you guys want me to ask. Maybe we could find a 420 game or something like that. But yeah,
Ooh.
let's go ahead and go into our first segment now. We're gonna learn about the woman's body, and with this segment, we learn about basically what how we work, tips and tricks that we can go ahead and do when we are needing, those tips and tricks. Because with our bodies, we really have so many different types of pains, discomforts. And we're gonna use this app called Flow. It's a period tracking app, so it can go ahead and help you find your what's it called? I'm hella blanking out right now on this shit. Your ovulation days, and just helps you plan everything out like that. So let's go ahead and start. Today's topic is how to switch your masturbation routine. We're getting a little touchy feely today. So we're gonna give 7 ways you can go ahead and switch up your little fun time for yourself. So one way, um, you can lose yourself in some fantasy. So you can basically watch something that turns you on or read something that turns you on, just to kind of get you in the mood, give you some ideas of what you want to do. Um, so yeah, you can do stuff where you can watch it, read about it, or listen to it. There's some audiobooks that you could go ahead and listen to, and they're freaky deaky. Um, you can also, fantasize and make your own little movie in your head, I guess. Another one is get touchy. So basically, just switching up what you normally do. If there's a specific way you do, your little masturbation time, maybe touch yourself in a different way and switch it up instead of doing the same old, same old. Number 3 is creating an environment that makes it, kind of set the tone. Whether it's a velvet blanket, which sounds so fucking good, a playlist, maybe put some roses or something out. Let's see. It's basically gathering things that makes you feel good and can give you like a little sensual overload. And the reason you should try it is because you're likely to just focus on 2 senses. Um so sight and touch is the ones that you want to go ahead and aim for. Number 4, have a change of scenery. This is what was like, I like this one. You wouldn't want to eat at the same restaurant every night, so why visit the same masturbation location every time? Pretty much everybody's used to just laying down on their back doing their thing, but why don't you do something that you can either sit, stand up, get on the front, shit, you could even get down on all fours, honey. And basically just like when you're having sex, each position gives you a different feeling. So when you're masturbating, it's going to be the same thing. A different position is going to give you a different feeling and a new fun spot for you to figure out. Number 4, taking yourself to the edge. If you guys don't know what the term edging is, it's basically you know how men, when they're about to nut, they pull out so they can last longer? Fucking assholes. Um yeah, that's basically, I mean, it's fun for them to last long, but honey, if we're going in 2-3 hours, fuck you. Hurry the fuck up. Um yeah, so you can go ahead and try edging. Basically think of your masturbation levels like from feeling good 0 to 10. When you start getting to an 8, knock it down. Try doing like a little 4 or 5, then try to get back to up to 8. And basically what this does, it will enhance your arousal and make your pleasure last longer, so when you do nut, it's just an even better feeling. Wait. Okay. Number 5 is to become an erogenous explorer. So basically, like we said, not just going to the same spot you usually go to and doing the same thing. It's more like we have a whole body to explore. So why don't you explore it? We can go to our breasts, our nipples, our neck, our thighs, the back of our knees. I've never heard of that, but that's ticklish as fuck. So I guess toes, hair, like there's so many other places that you can touch and get to know about yourself. So go ahead and explore.
Go crazy.
Number 6, setting some good vibes. You can go ahead and get some sex toys. They have different types, different speeds, different speed patterns. Getting some lube up in there, and then vibrators in general give you different types of feelings and options to go ahead and play with. And so with men, men have different toys that they could go ahead and use too. This kind of goes for everybody, not just, oh, it's 333 guys, another amazing episode on our way. So number 7, extend the invite. This is basically saying you could go ahead and get somebody to go ahead and either watch you or do it with you, where you guys are kind of just like looking at each other and doing your thing. It could be kind of awkward. It's okay. If you fail at it, it doesn't matter. You still give it a shot. Maybe try again. Maybe it's not for you guys. Some people might find it more of a turn on. It's just personal preference. So basically, after all of these ways, it's if you still don't like any of these and you like the way you're doing it, that doesn't matter. It's just that's your way. So let it be. But you never know. Maybe one of these will find something for you that, boosts it and you might like a little more. So those are our 7 ways to go ahead and help you switch out your masturbation routine. And I'm pretty sure we talked about it on one of the previous episodes. It's harder for women to come with a partner if there's somebody who masturbates because basically I forgot what it said, but yeah, it's known that if a woman masturbates, it's a little harder for a man to make her come. So yeah, do you want to say anything about that?
Um, go crazy. It's your body. If you do it in your own space, I mean, it's your space. Nobody can tell you nothing. So just try it out. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm. Do
Just don't hurt
whatever
yourself.
makes you comfortable. If you hurt yourself, damn bitch, let me know what you did, crazy ass kinky. But yeah, those are some ways that you can go ahead and boost up your little kinky time. That goes for men and women. I'm pretty sure all of it went for men and women. Other than the positions thing, I'm not sure if that's something that works on men. Maybe does it feel different like if you're doing the deed laying down or something compared to when you're standing, or does it basically feel the same?
I mean, it can feel more relaxing when you're laying down because you're not necessarily doing anything than when you're standing up and you're having like the whole workout.
Okay, okay.
But I mean, it's personal preference. Like, yeah,
All right, guys. That have you ever been caught?
doing the deed.
No, masturbating.
No, but like when I was younger, I would take long ass showers. I was like a lot heavier of a person, so like I would notice my stink a lot easier. And I never have liked that shit. So I would basically be in the shower and like my brother or my mom would always hit the door. And it would always be like, if it was my brother, it would be like, stop playing with yourself and hurry up. Which is like, bro, like, come on now. And then if it was my mom, it would be, what dumb shit she used to say? Um, Stop wasting my grandchildren or some shit like that. So it would always be like, but it was like from little, like we would always just hurry people up. Like I would go up to my brother just like when he used to shower and like knock on his door and do the same shit. Like hurry up, dude. So
I don't think I could say that I've ever gotten caught. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just switch off from, since we already started talking about cannabis, let's go ahead and move on to something cannabis related. Plus, it's about to be 420. So, um, if you guys don't know what the Boston Tea Party is, they basically kind of recreated that whole scenario in recent times. So, do you want to give a little rundown on what the Boston Tea Party is?
it was basically just like the American colonists wanting the British to be taxed the same way as any other company for bringing tea from China into America, and they basically revolted against them by going into the ship and just throwing the tea over into the sea.
If anything's wrong there, don't quote us. We're not history teachers. We're podcasters who smoke weed. So, yeah. If you guys want some hardcore facts, look that shit up, to be honest, because that's kind of what we did. That's what we got. I remember talking about it in school, but honestly, like, for some reason, I was super fucking good at history, but yet when I get asked all these history questions, I don't know shit. I really don't. It really was the notes that held it down. Cause I every year got an A for that.
I always thought about the fish, like whenever they talked about it, the fish in the water. If
Hmm.
they threw a bunch of tea that was like lavender to help you relax and shit,
Imagine
how
these
chill the
fish are
fish were.
literally over here just like. That's why Dory was so fucking forgetful.
She was
She
high
was
as a
just
kite.
off so much fucking lavender. She was just like, I'm honestly too relaxed to give a fuck about what you just said. Um, so yeah, so executives reenact the Boston Tea Party against the cannabis tax, guys. The executives from a Massachusetts-based cannabis company, and this is from an Instagram page called Marijuana. They dressed in colonial attire, so basically like, clothes that you would see back then. There's like um people wearing like the wigs, some hats, the trench coat looking things. Pretty cute. They staged a protest on a ship that was on the Boston Harbor this Wednesday, where they were protesting an IRS rule that imposes higher tax rates on regulated marijuana companies compared to other businesses and other industries. So, the demonstration was basically, like we said, based on the Boston Tea Party at the exact same location 250 years ago, and it was organized by a licensed cannabis company called Mary Med. And it was to go ahead and fight the 280E law bill, whatever you want to call it, um, which, like we said, is an IRS tax rule that burdens state legal cannabis companies nationwide. So basically, if you guys don't know what 280E is, it's just it forbids businesses from deducting ordinary business expenses from gross income because it's associated with quote unquote trafficking of schedule 1 or 2 substances. So um other companies, they could do certain things on their taxes because they're a business and they'll have to pay less taxes, but that's not the case of marijuana, which is like, so I'm not. I probably should have looked this up, but I wonder if like pharmacies and companies like that have fallen into that, because I mean, your guys are literally selling shit like fentanyl to the public, so it's like. But then again, everybody knows that the pharmacy companies are one of the biggest fucking money grabbers of the world. So
I feel like it's not gonna be as bad because it's like it's not necessarily a
it's
company.
listed
It's
under
more,
medical.
yeah, it's more of the fact that it's like government.
True, true, true. But yeah, guys. So basically, and I'll go ahead and attach this picture. They're like on the boat. They have little boxes that say weed, and they're throwing it over. Knowing fucking stoners, I really don't think there was actually weed in there. They're gonna be like, oh hell no, y'all got me fucked up throwing my fucking pound away. Fuck you. They probably just like threw whatever leaves or something from the plant.
All the trims.
Yeah. So they were throwing that shit overboard, guys. And I feel it because it's like, what sucks is because I bet that's why we have these big ass taxes that the store gives. Well, no, because that's not even the store. They have a state tax on weed. So we have to pay like $30 extra just to get the weed from them. And that's not even going to them, it's going straight to the government. So they're literally, all they get extra is whatever tips you give them, or like their $3 little, at least for us, if you use their card thing, they round it up to the nearest dollar or something like that. Take away three. I don't know. It's kind of different at most dispensaries. But yeah, so that's why weed is so fucking expensive.
I feel like of uh, what is it called that they were doing?
What the protest?
Yeah, I feel like a stoners protest would be like the calmest protest there is.
These fools literally got dressed in old clothes and threw fucking boxes off a boat. Like, there's literally, I'm not saying that they're wrong for it, but like the protests for the war right now,
Oh yeah, yeah,
when they went on the freeway and stuff, those people got locked up over in Cali.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah, so I mean, that's like, you do you. It is dangerous though, cuz I mean, they were on a freeway. That's some pretty fucking bold of you to do that shit. Even when I have to pull over on the freeway for like a car or something, maybe something happened to me, that shit's fucking scary. How y'all did that shit, I don't fucking know. But I mean, it's like that's definitely. I mean, back in their day, like for the Boston Tea Party, it was just like like that was their style. That was what they thought, was what was right to do. For us, it's like we really got dressed in these clothes and went out there and recreated that, which is pretty cool though.
I mean, it's worth it because it's like a form of showing the government, like, okay, we did this once back in history and it worked. Now we're gonna do it again. Like, you guys are making us do the same thing again for the same reason, natural resources.
Hopefully they can get that fixed because the taxes on that shit really is fucking insane. And I mean, it sucks because um some of these dispensaries are small businesses, or like they're not really like tied to anything, like they're family owned or something like that. I'm not sure how I'm trying to explain this shit,
Not
but
global.
not even just like that, but like um yeah, let's just keep it at family owned. So it's just like these people built this from scratch and they have to struggle because, they don't get the benefits that other people do with their companies that start from scratch.
Right, right.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and get that shit fixed, guys. Like we said, we're 420 friendly out here and them taxes need to fucking chill. So, shout out to those guys. Hopefully, it made an impact and people actually try to notice what's going on with this. And like I said, guys, I got this from a page I follow on Instagram, literally called Marijuana, no periods, underscores, or nothing. Just some cool, like 420 friendly news. So there's that. So it's 420 right fucking now. The time right
Talking
now, guys,
about
is 420. Oh, we got some good numbers in here. Let's go ahead and talk about our dreams now. So, with this segment, we go ahead and talk about dreams that we've either had in the past or dreams that we've had recently. So, before we get started though, you yourself can go ahead and submit a dream that you've had again while you're asleep, and go into the Google form listed down below in the bio. You yourself will be read on the your story will be read on the podcast for everybody to listen to, and it'll be 100% anonymous, guys. So drop a dream. I've literally have been begging y'all for a while. Do me a favor, drop a dream for 420. Please drop that shit now. Do you have a dream or no?
unfortunately not you guys.
I have a dream, but it was more like those dreams where you're talking. So basically, I remember like I was just talking in my head and I was seeing numbers. So well, no, I guess it wasn't just talking. I was seeing like, the fuck, the stocks.
Yeah, the stock market.
In my head there was a picture of the stocks and they were going up and down, up and down. I have never invested in stocks, nor do I really understand how to do it at all. But tell me why in my dream, like I was literally talking to myself and telling myself like, "Oh, I need to invest more. I'm going to lose everything, like it's going to fall and we're not going to have nothing." Like I was literally like I was just investing in the stocks and it was about to fucking crash. And that was pretty much it. And what I invested into, I don't fucking know. How much, I don't know. I don't even know shit to do with stocks, nor do I have the money to invest into it. So I'm just like, I guess.
When did you have this dream?
It was like in the middle of the week. I don't know. I really don't.
I feel like if it was because of the show that you're watching, since like most of the people there are like something to do with stock markets, I feel like maybe it was just the fact that you seen that word pop up so much that your brain,
Started thinking about it.
yeah, you know?
Yeah, because literally in my head, it was just a picture of the stock market going up and down, like the little red and green lines. But I was talking. Like, I wasn't there, but my conscious was talking to itself, like, oh my gosh, like, we're about to lose it all. Like, bitch, what?
What are we losing?
Like, is it because I'm a Gemini and this other bitch is investing shit without me even knowing?
Ooh, while you're asleep, she's out here messing with the money.
I'm like, I didn't order 500 chicken wings last night. What the hell? It's an investment into Wingstop Corporation and shit.
I mean,
Wingstop sponsor me. But that's my dream. That was pretty much. Don't judge me, y'all. I probably would invest that into Wingstop.
I would. Then you'd be like Rick Ross.
Ooh, guys, I'll insert the clip here, but we should all go to Wingstop in Mexico. That sounds so fun. They have fun. They have different shit out there, guys. It's like a whole ass restaurant, like a Wingstop restaurant. So,
After seeing that video that you showed me, and if she inserts the clip, you guys should be around here. Um, I feel like there's places like food from other areas looks so much more better, like even fast food than here in the U.S. Like China,
oh
even
yeah,
like their
that's most
McDonald's, you
definitely.
know.
Yeah, that's for sure. We all know America feeds us poison and dog shit. So, Rangers all like, "What do you do?"
Rangers like, wait, you guys get dog what?
He's like, "I love that. And you guys don't let me eat it? Rude." But yeah, guys, those were our dreams. So let's go ahead and move on. Today we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play this game that we promised we would play again. It's called Hot Takes. So basically, if you guys don't know what Hot Takes is, there's rules to this shit, but we're just gonna play how we wanna play it. More like a discussion thing. You could like get points and stuff from this, but basically there's cards. We're gonna each draw a card and it'll give us like let's give you guys a basic hot take, whether it's like green salsa and red salsa. Like it's gonna give us something that it's basically like a debating game, and we're gonna go ahead and debate with each other, just like give our little 2 cents and have some fun with it. So you guys can go ahead and play with us. Comment down below your answers, your reasonings, and yeah, let's have some fun. Again, the game is Hot Takes, the party game of spicy opinions, and we got this game at Target. And what it looks like it's from the creators of What Do You Mean? So go ahead and check that out, guys. Do you want to paper rock scissors this shit? Who goes first?
I mean, if you want to lose again,
Okay, so if whoever wins, they have to pull a card for the other person to answer.
yeah.
Paper, rock, scissors, shoot. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Oh wait, you have to pick a card for me to answer.
Advertisers shouldn't be allowed to market to kids.
Advertisers?
Yeah, so
Any type of advertisement to
any
kids?
type,
Like cereals and shit like that?
anything.
Oh damn, that is a. I think they should be allowed to, because why wouldn't you want to show a kid something that they could have? I just think that there should be somebody that definitely monetizes it correctly and makes sure that these products are safe, and because if we're advertising a dangerous toy, like there was this one little Tinkerbell thing that you would slingshot it or something, and it would fly around your room, but this one little girl's flew into the fire. So it's like she's lucky her parents were there, but imagine a kid that kids are goofy or whatever. A kid can go ahead and be like, "Oh shit, let me go run into the fire and grab my toy."
Right.
So it's like, there's certain things that they should relax on and, obviously have more eyes on, but I don't think they should necessarily stop.
I think that they should. I really think so, just because of the fact that it's like cereals that they put out there, like they tell the kids about it, but it's like none of the kids give a fuck about the nutritional facts about it. So it's like that's something that should be spawned like for the parents to see, not necessarily the kids. With toys, it's the same thing. I mean, I get why they do it. It's easier to get money out of these kids for getting the kids hyped and wanting to get these toys. Like I remember being a kid and watching like during December, or like when it was leading up to December, you would see a lot more fucking advertising for toys and certain things like that. So it's like I don't feel like it should be advertised to kids just because of the fact that we don't know necessarily, like you said, like what could happen with certain toys, or what could like potential damages and shit.
Um, I guess so. It really is to each their own with this game. Fuck, there was something that you said that I wanted to say, but I honestly forgot. So if I remember, I'll bring it up, but we'll go ahead and move on. I hella forgot. I wanted to say something to something you said. Oh, I like this one. Elderly people should be required to retake the driver's test.
Fuck yeah.
Amen to that one.
I feel like a lot of older people like
Should
I
not fucking be driving at all, dude.
well, I understand like yeah, you have a little bit more experience and stuff, which is completely fine, but at the same time it's like your reflexes aren't as fast anymore.
You can't
You
see as good.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's so many physical attributes that like stop you from being able to drive as well as a younger
Just like
person.
your last car, you literally got hit by an old man. That guys, he had a nice ass fucking truck. Can't even lie, homie's truck was clean as fuck. But he literally didn't see our car right in front of him. Damn near took out your leg and everything. And he's like, I didn't see you guys. Like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? And then when he had to like move his truck from hitting like where he hit your car, guys, he tried to park again and he literally ended up more crooked than the first time.
And he ended up way way closer to the next car. So
Mm-hmm. So
it
almost
was
hitting
like
another
yeah.
fucking car right next to him. And that was his friend's car.
And I feel like in a lot of like just because of this topic in this card, I feel like our driver's test when we were younger is so much better than the one that they have for these kids
Guys, they
nowadays.
don't even have to reverse park in this driving test anymore. And now they're gonna make it. I don't know if it's already done or if they're when they're gonna do it, but now they can take that shit online.
Not
Like you
just
don't even have to be in the room where you're being watched anymore.
or you don't have to parallel park
That's what I just
like
said.
you said reverse park.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's what I meant.
Like there's so many things that it's so much easier nowadays. It's like insane to me.
Yeah, not with just that. Even within schools, they're not supposed to take. They're not allowed to. Well, they're not gonna have one of the big ass tests that we used to take and shit. Like
Oh, the SAT or some shit like that.
I don't know, but it's really. You said essay, but it's SAT. You said essay, but yeah, they're for sure cracking down on shit, and they're literally just trying to make these kids get the fuck out of school and try to do shit because they're taking too long. So yeah, definitely elderly should do that. You agree then?
Yeah, my
Agree
turn.
to agree. Oh. Fine art is worth the money people pay for it.
No, there's a lot of art pieces that I see that it's like, dude, it's not even worth like what you're trying to pay for it. It's
Is
like
the NFT considered fine art now? They
no.
sure as hell cost the same as fine art.
Well, actually, the NFTs don't even cost that much no more. Like the hype behind them are gone. A
Oh,
lot of
really? They lost their value?
a lot of people lost a lot of money to them. Yeah, because it was like I guess it's in a way like art is just money trafficking
Same. I feel that.
because
It's
any
also like the pictures that we used to have before. At least they were like actual pictures, detail, hidden messages, different perspectives to see it by. Nowadays, the art is literally grab a bucket, stab some holes, throw it over that shit, and voila, we have art.
yeah, to me it's just I don't know. I feel like art back then was just so much better. Like even what's that big ass church or temple or whatever that Michelangelo I believe was the artist that painted the whole roof of the Colosseum.
Mm.
I forgot what that was called, but if you guys can go look at it, like that is somebody that did that shit day in day out with paint falling on his face, doing these little fine ass details. And nowadays, like I seen a video where this guy was just jumping on a trampoline and just like drawing lines on a fucking wall, and they called that shit art. I was like, bro, like I could have done that. I probably did that shit when I was little, and you guys told me I was doing pendejadas. Like,
All right. Next, I think we both agree then. Or was that was okay, your turn.
growing up, and this one is gonna be a good one. I feel growing up in the suburbs is better than growing up in the city.
Is your town considered suburbs?
I would consider it. Yeah.
I think the suburbs is honestly better. I feel like the people out in your town are a little more smarter, like educationally. They're a little more physical and they are smarter with like like, well, honestly, anything like with driving, guns, tools, they're craftier. Um, and out here it's just like we do a whole lot of gang shit. But yeah, I think honestly the suburbs is to raise a child is better than a city.
You guys, if you guys go back to our episode last time we played this, I believe this was one of the cards that came up, and you picked the city last time, I believe.
The
For
city, like I want to say it, but it's just like I really do think that the kids out in your town are more aware in so many aspects than here. So it's just like, and it's safer. So
I feel like over here you guys just get more scared because it's like,
there's so many people and so many possibilities of what these people can do.
well, that and the fact that it's like out there, I feel like since everybody grows up around guns, everybody knows that the neighbor has one, like whatever, you know? And when we hear shooting outside, it's like, oh, the neighbor's just shooting the fucking bunny out back. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not really like
Not
a
us
criminal
practicing
thing.
driving last night and hearing a gunshot.
Yeah, like you see what I'm saying? Here it's like whenever you hear gunshots, since it is a city, there's no open space for it. It's like somebody's getting shot. Like some house is getting lit up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, it's just the perspective of it. But I feel like the suburbs is better. You got so much more shit to do, I feel like, outside wise, not inside in casinos or movie theater date nights type of shit.
All right, fuck our date nights, I guess.
Well, no, I'm saying like over here, like our date nights would be like catching dinner, like going to see a show, going to like
Our
bowling,
date nights over there were getting some food, looking at the stars, talking,
going
going
to
on
the
some dirt
lake,
bikes, swimming, going to the
trails.
park.
You see, like I feel like out there you get more in touch with your nature.
Yeah, that's for sure what was cool. Um, horoscopes are real and relevant.
That's like being Libra, Aries.
That's your zodiac. A horoscope is the what will happen within this time of your life, whether it be this week, this day, whatever, for yourself. It's a little, how do you say, like reading into the future type of thing. Like it'll tell you, okay, Libra, if you're in this situation right now, this is what you should be really looking at. And it'll just it'll be like a little guide for you.
Okay.
Oh, you want to read our
That's
horoscopes
what
for
I
today?
just looked mine up for.
Okay, I if you guys are Spotify listeners, you guys can go ahead and there's a Spotify like little playlist, I guess, for each horoscope, and it gives you your daily horoscope. Do you want to read yours first?
I'm looking up mine right now, yeah. So mine says April 7th, 2024, which is today.
What website are you using?
It's horoscope.com.
Oh, you just opened the first one? All right,
Yeah.
okay. I guess we're going to go with that first one too then.
A strong desire to meet with a romantic partner could come over you today. Libra, however, you might not be able to reach your friend. He or she could be busy and unable to respond to phone messages, emails, nothing less. Don't get too frustrated. If you're persistent, the two of you will eventually touch bases. If you can't see each other today, make arrangements for tomorrow. Better late than never. That was mine today.
I think yours is stupid. Next. I'm right here. I don't know who's missing from this, but I think these are not fucking relevant right now.
What is yours?
Mine's is an opportunity to travel to a place you've always wanted to visit, perhaps for business reasons, could come your way today. Gemini, this could be very exciting, but you might have some difficulty making the arrangements. Flights could be full, hotels too costly, and responsibilities at home might need attention. But you need to find a way to deal with any obstacle. Think creatively and get busy. So what, I'm supposed to plan a trip today and you're supposed to have somebody over? Is that what I'm fucking getting out of this?
I mean, I feel like you're just supposed to make the arrangement to get a hotel room for us, and then I'm supposed to see if I can make it or not.
Bitch, fuck you.
So, I mean, where are we going, Sade?
Don't ever say that shit again on the mic ever again. But honestly, guys, like if you go to any other website, it's gonna be a different horoscope. So, um, the way I see it, whether it be Spotify, whether it be a website or anything, use your intuition to guide you to that. If what I like to do is I'll scroll, like I'll just do a one quick swipe and just when I feel like I need to stop it, I'll click that website. So
Mhm.
it's whatever the universe wants to give you. Definitely don't click the first link ever for anything. But what do you think? Real or are they real and relevant?
I feel like they're not necessarily real or relevant unless you put your faith into it.
I feel
So,
it.
like for
Like the
me,
intuition thing.
yeah, for me, like finding my partner, like you're here, my son's here, my chunky man and my daughter are out. So maybe that's who I can't see necessarily yet. But like I said, it's just you could always make an excuse or a reason
A
to
loved one
believe
can
it.
also be your niece.
That's true. So yeah, I feel like not necessarily real, but
I think they are real and relevant, but you sure to find which one's yours is that's more like where the challenge is at. Oh, your turn, no?
hmm going out on a Saturday night is better than staying in.
Nah. I'd rather stay in.
Really?
Yes.
That's hard to believe.
Why do you say that?
Cause you're like a more outdoor person.
Yeah,
For
I'm down to be out. I just don't want people there.
for me, it's more like I'd rather stay in and like cuddle up, do something cute together. Like I'd rather be inside than outside for sure. I don't
I
like
would
dealing with
want to be
people shit.
outside during the day, but inside when more people come out, I'm good. Like, let's get some food, come in here, come into the room, smoke something, and watch something, or like. But it really just depends on the mood.
I feel like that's where we're different. I like to be inside during the day and outside during the night.
Um, here's yours. Oh shit. You should not hook up with anyone if they are drunk.
Facts.
Period. Um,
It could lead to a lot
I
of shit.
I feel like if you guys are both drunk though, fuck it. If it happens, it happens. You guys are both intoxicated. Um, that's whatever. But if only one of you is drunk, yeah, you shouldn't be trying to. If even if they're telling you they want to, still don't. They're intoxicated. They don't know what the fuck they're saying.
I feel like regardless of like if you're not intoxicated and you're around a lot of drunk people, trust me, you guys, you know how annoying some people get like while they're drunk. And then I feel like even if you are intoxicated and so is the other person, I mean, just like you said, use your intuition, but just be careful because anything can change at any point. Anybody can get blamed for anything.
Your turn.
Throwing up is better than having a fever.
Um, I would rather have a fever. I hate throwing up.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking can't stand it.
I'd rather throw up. I feel like throwing up, like right after you throw up, you start feeling a little bit better. With a fever, it's like, dude, you know you're gonna feel like shit for a day or two.
Fair enough. I got PTSD with throwing up. Here's yours. I would date a person 40 years older than me if they were really rich.
Mm.
It sounds like the horoscopes are there and the universe is trying to get me to act out on the mic.
40 years older than me if they're really rich.
Mhm.
I
You're
mean,
23 right now, so dating a 43-year-old,
a
right?
64-year-old. I
Guys, I'm
mean,
not good at math.
if
When
I
I need
was
it, y'all send applications to be my accountant.
if I was to date that person, they would be already having health issues, hopefully dementia. So I
Oh,
mean,
that is 63. Okay.
I could get away with some shit. I could still be dating you and sending you their money. So I mean, hey, that's a win-win for me and you. You trying to drive in a Benz, or you just trying to push the Benz? You see what
That's
I'm saying?
crazy that like I know we make jokes about sugar daddies and all this and that, but it's like when, like, damn, like, imagine that person really does, like, actually love you and, like, you're just using them for money. Like, some, like that one show you're watching.
Well, I feel like in
Atlantis.
yeah. I feel like in that situation, yeah, like it is bad because one person is for love, the other one is for just money. But at the same time, as long as you're the person there for money and you're giving that other person the best, whatever last years of your life or whatever you want to say, like, shout out to you too.
All right, let's do one or two more so we can wrap it up and move on.
All right. For this one, I'm going to let you pick a card and you let me know.
Ooh, okay. This is for me to answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Smoking inside should be allowed.
It depends what you're smoking. If you're smoking weed, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Smoke that shit. If you're smoking cigarettes, get the fuck out of my house. You're never welcome here again.
What about vapes?
I mean, I don't fucking have a choice, do I?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
what if I make you go hit that shit outside?
Or shit like that.
What if I make you hit that shit outside? And like in a building, like outside, if I can't fucking hit my joint in this bitch, what makes you allow to hit that nasty ass, janky ass, nasty fucking cigarette?
I could do cigarettes.
It's so fucking nasty walking into a casino and the smoking areas and it smells like cancer.
I mean, I feel like cigarettes are whatever to me nowadays because, like, my mom, growing up with my mom and shit, the one thing that, like, hits my head, especially if I haven't ate and I'm already, like, shitty, is cigars. You ever smell a cigar?
No.
Oh, God.
All right, let me go ahead and give you this one because we are running short. Arguments actually bring you closer in a relationship.
True.
Period. I feel the way I see it is if you guys aren't arguing, somebody in the relationship don't give a fuck. Because if you're so nonchalant, that makes no sense. In any relationship, there's arguments. Family relationships, friend relationships, lovers, co-workers. It's just a part of being fucking human. Arguments are going to happen. It's whether or not you can get it over with is what truly the battle is.
I feel like with my friends, I had less arguments than, like, with most people. And once we did argue, like you said, it brings you closer. You get to see that person's actual perspective and feelings of the situation a lot better.
You guys aren't going to know each other's answers or the name of the podcast. And I just want to ask you, what's one secret you've never told him before?
One secret that I have never told before?
Told him before.
Oh, told him before.
Shit, if you want to give me that one too, that sounds good. Shit.
A secret that I have never... I mean, I have been dating him for 2 years already. Yeah. So basically I have told him, like, many things. Probably that... So he's from California. He always have wanted to live there. And I don't really, but I don't want them to feel bad. So that's kind of like a little secret that...
I literally feel the same way. I want to go move in his town and he fucking wants to get far as hell, like, from his... I'm like, well, we're going to get what we want. They don't know it, but we're going to get what we want.
Exactly.
All right, what about one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about, whether while you guys were together or when you guys were apart? But an embarrassing moment that happened to you that he doesn't know about.
Oh, I haven't told him that when I was little, I used to like pee and poop, and when I was in kindergarten. So that's something that I have never told him about.
It's okay. I appreciate it.
I was like so embarrassed. But yeah,
when it happens to all of us.
That happened to me like all the time when I was little. I was like, no, my gosh, I wish I could do this.
So the first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far? And she won't know your answers and you won't know her answers.
I'm honestly struggling to think of anything.
You want me to ask you the second question? Come back to that one?
Okay.
What is one embarrassing moment that you haven't told her so far?
Okay. It's probably one that I just forgot about. I mean, we've been together over 2 years, so all the big ones I've already, like, shared.
Out there?
Yeah. And I'm a big believer in putting it all out there. Like, I'm almost anti-secrets at this point. So, embarrassing moment. Man, I'm realizing that we don't really have many secrets. Oh, you know what? An embarrassing story. She might have heard this already, but maybe she hasn't.
All right.
When I was in high school, I got trash canned by the marching band.
Oh shit.
Pretty embarrassing, right? Like, the losers put me in a trash can. And I just laughed about it at the time because I was like, this is a hilarious story. And I didn't even, I forgot about it till just now, so maybe she doesn't know about it.
Hey, hopefully not. That's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
Sweet, thanks.
What's one secret you've never told them before?
Oof, I tell them a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was married, I'm divorced. I tell them everything, basically.
All right. What about one embarrassing moment, whether it happened while you guys were together or before you even knew him? Again, that he doesn't know.
Okay, so I went on to a celebrity date.
What?
With someone from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. You can weigh out your options.
Like Zach and Cody?
Yeah.
How is that embarrassing?
It's not embarrassing, but he doesn't know this about me.
Oh, okay. Don't let him know because that'll crush him. It crushed me. I appreciate
So,
it.
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
that's like one of my bigger things.
Okay.
So the first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
Oh, that's a great question.
She won't know the answer. You won't know.
Yeah,
hers.
no, I'm a pretty open book though, to be honest. I'm trying to think. I don't know my body count.
Oh, I see. I don't blame you. What about an embarrassing moment you haven't told her?
I shit my pants before. I've never told her that.
I don't blame you. I had a lot of people tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I got scared one time, very good, and I shot my pants on a hayride, and
Oh fuck.
yeah. Ever since then, she always wants to invite me to these scary things, and I'm just like, fuck no, because I'm traumatized. So fuck it. I'm never gonna go on a scary hayride again, or do any of these mazes, or fuck Halloween. Fuck it.
Okay, guys, those were our clips from our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around asking couples what's one embarrassing moment and one juicy secret that you've never told your partner before. They don't know the answers or the name of the podcast. Let's talk about it. For our first couple, the boyfriend, he didn't have a secret, but his embarrassing moment was that he got put into a trash can by the band.
Marching band. Yeah.
Marching band. Maybe they got their lick back.
I mean, he did this probably is years later, but he was like, I got put in the trash can by the losers. So it's like, you're a little bit less than they are now. Got put in the trash can by the homies.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how supposedly like the
Oh.
marching band are the losers?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what does that make you? Like,
That's why he said, like, I got put in there by the losers, so sheesh. Imagine they just start beating him up with their instruments.
start throwing the trombone in there and shit.
Boom, boom, boom. His girlfriend, her secret is she doesn't want to move to Cali. Honey, I don't think you should keep that a secret because that's something really important to talk about. To each their own, I guess. They're not there yet. So that's a problem for later. Her embarrassing moment was that she used to pee and poop herself when she was little. I mean, honey, if only you knew. We don't have an episode where somebody doesn't tell us that shit. And even from grown-ass adults. For our second couple. Do you have anything else to say about the first one?
No, that should be it.
Our second couple. The guy lied about his body count. I wish he would ask more questions. He could have been lower, it could have been higher. He couldn't have a body count for all we know. She probably took his virginity.
I mean, a lot of people have said, like, when it's their body count, that it's a lot lower. Or a lot higher, I mean. So it's like, for guys, it's higher, and for girls, I feel like it's lower.
I think it's the opposite.
No, like you. I feel like for guys say that their body count is a lot higher than what it is, and I feel like with girls say that their body count is a lot lower than what it is.
Period. Ain't nobody gonna know shit. His embarrassing moment was that he went on a hayride and sharted.
I mean, there's, I guess there's people that can't do scary like that, but it's like I never had the feeling of like shitting myself when I get scared.
Me either.
Like-
I've had the feeling where I might just pee my no. Honestly, I don't think so. More like I just can't look or open. I can't go to the restroom because I'm too scared to go.
I just get the feeling of like punching. Like something in me just goes to like punch or kick. Like once I get scared, like I kind of put myself smaller, but like all my force is just ready to like reach out whenever pops
I
out.
wonder if anybody smelled him. Because if it was a hayride, there was more people there.
I'd been like there was just shit on the hay from the cows.
True. His girlfriend, no secret, but her embarrassing moment was that she either went on a date with Zach or Cody. I think she just wanted to stunt. Do you think it's real?
I mean, not necessarily.
Because why would you want to hide it? Like, why wouldn't you tell me?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily tell like you if I dated somebody or was with somebody famous. Like I feel like that's just one of those things that you leave in the past. You don't really bring your ex relationships into your current relationship. At least for me.
True. I was like, why aren't you telling me? You know?
I feel like that would just be cool as fuck though. Like, by the way, I got to meet somebody famous. Like,
And had a date with them. Yeah.
they
but
made her pay for the dinner.
that would be embarrassing. That for sure would. They take you on a date and it's the Zach and Cody chef making y'all grilled cheese and shit.
Have you seen that video where I believe it's like they grab these rappers and they basically, I think Drewski was the one that put everything together, but they basically get like a blind date with this female and she starts ordering like all this expensive shit. So like the receipt comes back to being like
Oh,
80,000.
they know that they're on a date with the rapper?
Yeah, like they know that they who's gonna be there. So like it'll be like $60,000-$80,000 like date night just for the dinner type shit. And like you see some of these rappers start going like, oof, like that's way too much money. No, I ain't gonna pay all that type of shit. And then the girl basically just pulls out like a big ass stack of money out of her pocket, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's pretty funny. I'll try to find the video for you guys.
It's a prank or something?
Yeah, it's just them messing with like these rappers about how much they're actually willing to pay for like their foods or whatever like that, you know?
Oh, okay, like a setup from the girls, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say that they don't pay anything and they make the girl pay for all of it.
No, like in
Bitch,
some,
you better get to scrubbing
in one of
fucking
them,
every little nick and cranny of this bitch.
one of the rappers was like, I ain't gonna pay for that. Like, you got the money for that? I ain't gonna pay that. I was like, bro, like
Ooh,
that's
I would definitely
want to
watch that. I would definitely want to watch that.
I feel like that would be just like a cool ass prank show, like putting people like famous people or people that like are financially wealthy into a situation like that where it's like, oh,
Shit,
sir.
I wouldn't pay for that shit either, bitch. You got 3 lobsters for what?
I feel
For
like,
fucking what?
well, I feel like the funniest one was when those little kids tried to do the baby wrong, and they were selling like these candy bars for like $100 or some shit like that.
That was funny.
That
and
shit
he
was
still gave
funny.
him the money, but it was just like, man, what the fuck?
I like how he humbled them real quick. Like, come here, I'm gonna show you some math shit. Like, that was pretty cool.
But other than that, that was pretty much it. Like I said, 420 is this fucking Saturday, guys. Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna drop that address right there on the link. You guys send me some bongs, bowls, wraps,
Maybe
papers.
if we don't do a 420 episode, we can go live on 420 or something. Get high with you guys. Oh my gosh, do you want to have a smoke sesh for the pod?
I'm down, you guys, but y'all can't see my face. We're keeping it real anonymous
if you're
over
there,
here.
You're there, I guess.
Ooh, if you catch me, you catch me.
We out here in Miami. But yeah, guys, we can go ahead and do that if you're down. Go live or something on 420. Yeah, so make sure you keep a lookout on the Instagram for any updates like that. But yeah, do you want to say anything before we go?
Not really.
But yeah, other than that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. So if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please make sure to drop a 5-star review, drop a little comment within that review. You can also go to our Instagram, and on our Instagram you could find the Google form link as well. But everything else is also listed in the bio. So you can go ahead and find everything either in the bio or on our Instagram, which is scene.vergüenza_pod. Again, scene.vergüenza_pod. And what else? I just completely blanked out on that. But yeah, again, go to the Google Forms. You could ask for advice, drop a secret down there, and drop a dream so we can go ahead and read it all on the podcast. We're on any platform you want to listen to us to. And yeah, and we're going to go ahead and drop a quick little update that just came out. TikTok will now be doing a little feature on its app where it's kind of like Instagram, and it's going to be called Notes. So, TikTok is coming for y'all. Y'all try to fuck with TikTok, TikTok finna fuck with y'all back. And they're going to take features from Instagram, just like any other app has been doing it. So, do you see yourself using TikTok Notes?
I don't even know what Notes on Instagram is.
No, on Instagram, Notes is like, you go into your little messaging spot and it'll show like little like posts that people do, kind of like Facebook. Instead of pictures, it's just like a little note, literally. And you could either do that or drop a song with it. So TikTok is going to make its own feature called Notes, but it's going to be like Instagram where you upload pictures.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So TikTok's coming for y'all, and it's trying to get better to get more people on there. So let us know, will you guys be using TikTok Notes? And another thing, TikTok is literally on its game, because I just opened up to see our Instagram again, and I just got another one that says Instagram makes more ad revenue than YouTube. So guys, these social media apps, everybody's coming for everybody. I heard Snapchat is right now where influencers get the most money. So it really is all these apps just competing and seeing who's the top app. X isn't even in the fucking conversation anymore. Nobody talks about that shit. So
I feel like X is just...
people only open that bitch back up to go see Drake, and after that we deleted it. So, but yeah, other than that, guys, stay safe, get high, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, bitches.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa